Please. I just want to talk to my father." The woman laughed cruelly. "You? His daughter? Don't make me laugh." In the rich city of Lagos, everyone knew the name Adabio Andrews. He was one of the most powerful billionaires in the country, a man who owned tall buildings, luxury cars, and companies across Africa. But none of those things mattered to him, because his greatest treasure was his daughter, Amara. Amara was 12 years old. She was the only child of Mr. Andrews and his wife. They had waited many years for a child. When Amara was born, she became the center of their world. Her laughter filled the big mansion. Her smile brought peace to her parents' hearts. She loved butterflies. She loved the garden. And most of all, she loved sitting on her father's lap while he told her stories. Life was perfect. Until one Tuesday afternoon. That day, Amara finished her lessons and ran into the garden to play. Her mother watched her from the balcony, smiling. A blue butterfly flew past Amara. She ran after it, laughing. Then the phone rang. Amara's mother turned away for just 1 minute. When she looked back, Amara was gone. The garden was silent. No laughter, no footsteps, no child. Only the wind. Her mother screamed Amara's name, again and again. Nothing. That day destroyed the Andrews family forever. Police came, detectives were hired, money was spent without limits. Amara's face was everywhere. TV screens, billboards, newspapers. A huge reward was announced, but days passed, then weeks, then years, no sign of Amara. After 3 painful years, the family did something heartbreaking. They held a symbolic burial. An empty coffin was buried in the ground. They were told it would bring closure. It didn't. For Amara's mother, it killed the last light inside her. She stopped eating, stopped speaking. She sat in Amara's room, holding her old teddy bear. Doctors tried everything. Nothing worked. Soon after, she died quietly in her sleep. The doctor said depression, but everyone knew the truth. She died of a broken heart. Now Mr. Andrews was completely alone. The mansion became a house of silence, no laughter, no joy. He locked himself away from the world. Years passed. Slowly the pain softened, but never disappeared. Then one night at a charity event, he met a woman named Rodina. Rodina was beautiful, confident, ambitious. She didn't treat him like a broken man. She spoke to him like an equal. Slowly she entered his life. She filled the silence. After 3 years, Mr. Andrews believed he deserved happiness again. He proposed. The wedding was planned to be the biggest event in Lagos. Everyone was excited, but no one knew the truth. Far away from luxury, in a dusty town, a young girl struggled to survive. She was 18 years old. Her name was Amara. She had not died. She had been kidnapped, held in a dark room for 2 years. One night she escaped, but trauma destroyed her memory. She knew her name, she knew she had a family, but she didn't know where. For 6 years, she lived on the streets, begging, hungry, forgotten, until one day, she saw a wedding poster. The groom's face stopped her heart. It was him, her father. Memories rushed back. The garden, the butterflies, the white gate. The wedding was in 2 days, over 100 kilometers away. No money, no shoes, but she walked for 2 days, bleeding feet, burning sun, holding the poster like hope. On the wedding day, she arrived, dirty, weak, broken. Guards blocked her. She begged, "He's my father." They laughed. She fell to her knees. That's when the bride arrived, Rodina, angry, cruel. She ordered the guards to beat her. They obeyed. Amara screamed. No one helped, until a voice shouted, "Stop! Stop!" The voice was strong, commanding. Everyone froze. The guards stopped mid-air. Guests turned in shock. A tall woman stepped forward. She was calm, elegant, powerful. Her name was Evelyn Andrews. She was not Mr. Andrews' biological daughter, but he had raised her as his own from childhood. Now, she was a billionaire herself, and she did not tolerate injustice. Evelyn pushed through the crowd and knelt beside the broken girl on the ground. The girl trembled. Her face was swollen. Her lips were bleeding. Evelyn gently touched her shoulder. The girl looked up. And suddenly, Evelyn's breath caught. The eyes. She had seen those eyes before, years ago. In family photos, in painful memories. Her voice shook. Amara. The girl blinked. That name. Something deep inside her responded. Evelyn? She whispered. Evelyn gasped. Oh my God. It's you. Tears filled her eyes. Rodina stepped forward, furious. Evelyn, what nonsense is this? She snapped. This girl is a liar. A beggar trying to ruin my wedding. Evelyn stood up slowly. Her eyes turned cold. You will be silent, she said calmly, or you will regret it. Rodina took a step back. The guests were whispering now. Something was wrong. Just then, another voice cut through the air. What is going on here? The crowd parted. Mr. Adabio Andrews stepped forward. He scanned the scene. The guards, the fry. 10 guests. The furious bride. Then his eyes landed on the girl wrapped in Evelyn's jacket. Time stopped. His heart pounded. Those eyes. He had seen them every night in his dreams. His lips trembled. Amara. The girl turned her head slowly. Her eyes filled with tears. Daddy. That one word shattered everything. Mr. Andrews dropped to his knees. He pulled her into his arms. My baby, you're alive, he sobbed openly. Guests stood frozen. Phones dropped from hands. The wedding was forgotten. Mr. Andrews stood up, holding Amara tightly. He turned to Rodina. His voice was cold. The wedding is canceled. Gasps filled the air. He didn't look at her again. He walked away with his daughter. At the mansion, doctors were called. Amara was bathed, fed, treated. Mr. Andrews never left her side. That night he whispered, I never stopped looking. She smiled weakly. I found you, Daddy. Dina was not done. Humiliated and furious, she planned revenge. With her friend Brenda, she created a fake scandal, a fake video, a fake story. Calling Amara a liar, the world turned cruel again. Evelyn stayed calm. She investigated quietly, and what she found would destroy Rodina forever. Life has a strange way of revealing the truth. No matter how deep a lie is buried, one day, it always comes to light. After everything that happened, the house was no longer peaceful. Silence filled every room. The smiles were fake. The love felt forced, and the truth waited patiently. Days later, small things started to go wrong. Phone calls stopped coming. Money was delayed. Friends avoided eye contact. The person who caused pain believed they had won. But victory built on lies never lasts. One evening, an unexpected visitor arrived. An old friend, someone who knew the past, someone who carried proof. That night, everything changed. In front of everyone, the truth was revealed. Screenshots, messages, secrets that were hidden for years. The lies collapsed one by one. Voices shook, hands trembled, faces turned pale. No excuse worked anymore. The innocent cried silently. The guilty had no words. And finally, justice spoke. The person who once laughed at others now stood alone. No respect, no support, no power. People who once praised them now turned away. Pride became shame. Arrogance became regret. They begged, they cried, but some damage cannot be undone, because forgiveness is a gift, not a right. The wounded hearts did not celebrate revenge. They chose peace. Slowly, healing began. Tears were shed, not for hate, but for release. The past could not be changed, but the future could be rebuilt. Broken trust took time, but honesty became the foundation. Life moved forward. Hard work replaced shortcuts. Kindness replaced cruelty. Truth replaced lies. The one who suffered the most rose stronger than ever. Not because of revenge, but because of patience. They learned something powerful. Your pain does not define you. Your response does. Years later, peace returned. Smiles became real. Love felt safe again. The past remained a lesson, not a prison, and the story ended with a quiet truth. Final moral: lies may run fast, but truth never stops walking. Pride destroys. kindness heals, and honesty always wins, even if it takes time.